Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be working on the 6.0. And, well, no, you do not see a lowered Chrysler 300 here. Don't worry about that. Um, but on the truck, we're going to be changing up the exhaust setup a little bit. So I've actually already finished this video. It's like a week later. And, well, we've got the exhaust setup all finished up here, and that's all the hint y'all are getting. So anyway, guys, with that being said, if y'all want to check one of these out, I'll leave a link in the description off of Amazon is where I bought this one. So anyway, with that being said, let's get right into it. All right, y'all. So now let me preface by saying I'm actually sick, so if I don't sound like I'm completely here, well, that's why. But we have some stuff here for the 6.0 and here as well. So let's crack these open and let's take a look at what we got. All right, so here we have a 4-inch to 5-inch 45 for the 6.0. So I've been wanting to do something different, but I didn't really care for the big tips and all that stuff. I like the clean look of these, so this is what we ordered. Now, in here, I do have a exhaust clamp. I also ordered a reducer for this, because y'all know I have a factory size. It's a 3.5, and I couldn't find one of these for a 3.5. Also, at some point, I'm probably going to change the exhaust on the truck. And I haven't decided if I want to do a 4-inch or a 5-inch on the truck. So I figured, you know, most of the stuff is either 4 or 5 for diesels. And, well, worst case scenario, if I do a 5-inch, I'll keep this one for another truck down the line. So the reducer itself won't be here for a day or so. And tomorrow, yeah, today's Wednesday. So tomorrow, I have a bunch of powder coating to do. So maybe this weekend we'll get this guy thrown on the truck. And, well, I'm quite excited to see how it's going to look, because the quality of this is very, very nice. And I think it's going to look killer on the truck. So I'm going to get it all right back up here. And I'll catch y'all here in a couple of days. We'll get this guy installed on the truck, and we'll see how she looks. All right, y'all. So my clamps and adapter finally came in. I don't actually know why I have this, but anyway, like I said, these finally came in. So with that being said, we're not actually going to try to hold anything with the clamps. They're just going to kind of be to make a seal. And then grab my old trusty 180 HD over there, and well, we'll throw some weld on it, make sure this thing don't come off. So anyway, I'm gonna get up here. I'm working on powder coating some stuff, so I'm kind of working on this in between. But I can't obviously get the truck in here at the moment, and I have stuff in the oven, so I gotta get back up here. And here in a little bit, we'll get this all on the truck. We'll get the exhaust cut, and well, hopefully good to go. All right, y'all. So I got everything out here now. Don't judge me on my welds there. I ended up having to weld that adapter to the elbow, but don't judge me on that. It's been a while since I touched a welder. But either way, I kind of got out here, and I don't know, you can see that line marked on that, sort of, kind of, not really. So I kind of figured out where I need to cut this, and then once I get it off here, I'll cut this hanger. We'll get this hanger off and get it re-welded, probably around that adapter there. That way this is still kind of halfway decently strong. So I'm going to get something, put a little air in these bags, lift this up so I'm not running into the hitch here. It's nice that I already got rid of the spare tire, but those are things y'all might want to think about. if you're doing this. But like I said, I'm gonna put some air in the bags, raise the back end of this thing up a little bit, and we'll get under here. Got my nice sawzall. We'll get this cut and start getting our elbow in place. Alright, y'all, so here we are under the truck. Now, I've already taken the spare tire out, if y'all remember, but we're going to go ahead and we're deleting the assembly as a whole. So, we're already taking one bolt out. You have a bolt here, you have a bolt here, there, and there. So 4 bolts total, and you'll have to remove your, well, it should come out with it actually, your spare tire winch guide thing. So, I have here my trusty old impact. We're gonna buzz these out, and while I'm under here, I'm gonna take whatever this is, take it off too, because there's nothing attached to it. It's just down here, and well, I'm kind of in the mood for cleaning stuff up. So we're gonna get this under here, and well, out from under here, and we'll have some more room for whatever we want to do back here. All right, y'all. So we got everything welded on there, and well, we are good to go. So had to run up here, do a few things, and well, other than my crooked steering wheel, I will see y'all when we get back to the house. All right, y'all. So it's a little bit later, and well, we're back. So as y'all can see, we got the elbow installed. Now this is a 45. I thought I would try it like this, see how I like it. It's kind of like the Illumi exhaust down there, but it's kind of like the Illumi exhaust. It comes out at an angle, so I figured we'd try it out, see how it does for us, and well, see how we like it. You can see there, pretty nice. It has definitely changed the sound of the truck, which we'll have a video coming up on that. And I'll cold start the truck and all that kind of thing, and go through, you know, all the different stuff. But I like it. Now, I'm looking at changing bumpers and doing like a roll pan setup. So I wanted to, you know, I wanted to keep it in a little bit, because I know the roll pan on these, I believe, actually come back a little bit. So wanted to leave it in a little bit, but nothing else. I can cut the tacks off and unbolt this and move it back if we need to. So anyway, that is that. I might switch it up and go to a 90 at some point. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But I mean, this thing is nice and sturdy. We cut the original hanger that was back here off of the original section of exhaust, and welded it onto the adapter on here. I don't know if you can see it, sort of in there. So this thing shouldn't come off. To take this tip off, you're gonna have to do lots of cutting, but nonetheless, it is there. So oh yeah, that's good. So anyway, guys, I believe it's gonna be a wrap for this one. Now I got a bunch of stuff I need to do. We're supposed to get like 2 days of snow, so I need to get 300 back in here, get that all cleaned up, because we've been powder coating in there for a few days. But nonetheless, there it is. And like I said, all in all, pretty happy with it. At some point, we might cut it off and do a 90, and bring it, you know, dead straight out. But for right now, I like it. And it is tucked, which is also nice. You can see there. I tried to get it to where it's about a 1/2 inch or so in from the furthest point out on this body line. So I think it looks clean that way. It doesn't stick out super far, and it should keep the soot down a little bit. This truck's pretty smoky, so we'll have to see about that. But it should keep the smoke down on the, at least on the bed, a little bit. So anyway, guys, I do believe, like I said, this will be probably a wrap for this one. So if you have a factory size exhaust like I do, you'll need a 3.5 to 4 inch adapter, and then I welded the adapter completely to this elbow, and then a clamp on the smaller end to go to the truck's exhaust. And then, like I said, I went through and we put a few tacks around each side of the clamp, so you can't just unbolt this thing and steal it. And then, like I said, we cut the hanger off and welded it on to the adapter right there. So I'll get this cleaned up. I mean, it's got some welding residue on it. We'll get this cleaned up and get it looking nice. But for right now, like I said, we have a winter storm impending, so I have a bunch of stuff I need to get done. This was just kind of a side quest, but either way, I got the aluminum covered back up, so that's good. I need to get the 300 back up here. I need to get it on the trickle charger because it hasn't been really drove at all. And I need to go ahead and get the block heater cord out to this thing because it's supposed to get down to like 4 or 5 degrees for a day or so, maybe 2 or 3, something like that. But y'all let me know, what do y'all think down below? Should we do a 90 or do y'all like the 45? But anyway, guys, like I said, that's gonna be a wrap for this one. I will leave a link in the description if y'all want to check one of these out. It's just an Amazon link because I could get it somewhat quick that way. But like I said, that's gonna be a wrap for this one. So if y'all enjoyed today's video or found it helpful, please drop a like and comment down below. Smash that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope everybody has a great day.